I'm going to continue from where I last left off on creating your custom audience. And now that we have already done that, I'm going to show you how to create the Facebook ad retargeting. So what you want to do right off the bat is that in campaigns, you're going to create a conversion campaign. Now I'm going to show you one of my immediate examples. Right now it's easier that way. But if you want to backtrack things, you want to start with campaigns, click create, and then we're going to go to conversions, and then you can call it retargeting name of the campaign. All right. Now I'm not going to actually do this because I want to show you an existing one that I had already done, so it's easier for you to see. So right here, this is one of my retargeting campaigns, and this worked pretty good. All right. So this is for people who have joined my PLR Mastery and they got my free ebook, and I have a special subscriber deal where I sell my private label books for just $1 each, and that's like a no-brainer. All right. So what I do here is I created this retargeting campaign. Let's just check it out really quick. This is the ad set here. Okay. So here's how you create an ad set like this. Okay, you can create from scratch. You can give it a name right away, retargeting, and then the name of the offer. So conversions, you're going to have to choose purchase. All right, there's nothing else. Just choose purchase for your conversion here. Dynamic creative, you can live this out. Budget and schedule. Now, normally when it comes to retargeting, I always just put $5. Unless you're expecting a lot more traffic, then you can up the budget in some cases. But I would start for as low as $5. And don't worry, if you're not going to use up $5 a day for the next 30 days. In fact, in 1 month, I only spent maybe $20 or so for retargeting, but I make back a lot more because retargeting is still dirt cheap. You're only targeting people who have been to your site but didn't take a specific action, and that's what it is. So you can just leave the daily budget at $5. Now here's an interesting thing. Audience, custom audience, you're going to select the audience that we had created earlier. All right, so this is a working campaign. I created an audience like this already, and what you do is you select custom audience, and then you select the type of people that you want to target. So this is my custom audience. All right. If you remember the video views and the visitors that we have created just now, this is where it belongs. Okay. Locations, you can leave this blank, or you can just put worldwide. You can actually just put worldwide if you want to. That means everyone in the world. Okay. This is totally up to you because this offer is universal. I sell to a mass market where anyone in the world can actually be buying the product, but this is just retargeting. Okay, you can either leave this blank or you can just leave it worldwide. Okay, age, the maximum and the minimum 18 to 65 plus, anybody, unless you are very specific about who you want to retarget, that's okay, but I generally leave it alone. Gender, all, languages, preferably just English, all right, because my whole thing is in English anyway. Okay, detailed targeting, this one you can afford to leave it up and leave it blank, because all this ad does exclusively target is the custom audience. This is probably the most important part of this step-by-step tutorial right now. Okay, connections, let's leave this alone. Ad placement, I'm really particular about this, but in this case I wanted to choose everything. But if you want to do like what I've been teaching you all this while, you can have everything except the audience network. Okay, you can have everything except the audience network, that's fine. And then bottom down here, conversion, 7 days click or 1 day view. This part has not changed at all. All right, so you can see that this is how you create the retargeting. Okay, now I'm not going to actually change this, just want to show you how it works. All right, so once you create a retargeting, then just like creating a normal ad, you have to come up with the ad for this, and this is one of the ads that I'm running, or almost the only, I think it's just the only one. Okay, so I created an ad here where I put my Facebook page, Instagram, so that people who go to Instagram can also see the same ad. And if you watch my previous video, then you know that you will want to limit the number of characters in your ad to like 2,000 characters and no more than that. Okay, keep it less. So this is my ad. And this picture here is not my picture or anything like that. It's actually a stock photo, and I thought this is pretty good. So sometimes Facebook ads can come up with some really good stock photos. If it grabs attention, just do it, okay? So in this case, I run a no-brainer deal. 9 private label ads for $1 each, okay? I'm running a special subscriber deal only, okay? You can get it all at this link. So if you're wondering why I can write it like this and be very specific about who I'm targeting, is because That's exactly what I just said. People who have already joined my mailing list, they've already opted in, therefore they get to see this special offer running right now. You're not going to see this ad run to the public because people who have no idea who I am or no idea what this is about, obviously they're not going to respond to this offer. So I want to have you know that this is doing currently about, this whole funnel for this offer is doing about $3 to $4 earnings per click because of all the funnels that I put at the back. So that's how powerful a funnel can be. And this is currently doing a 5 times return on ad spend. Okay, so this is how you do a retargeting. I'm not going to run through the ad creatives again because I taught this in another video, but I just want to show you how a retargeting actually works. And once you save it, and voila, you will have this retargeting ad running only to people who have been to a certain web page or a website. And you can also do the same retargeting for people who are on your buyers list as well, and you can add them into your custom audience. Okay, so that's all there's to it for the basic retargeting. You can get better at practice, and once you're ready, I can show you some advanced retargeting as well. So speak soon. Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to maximize your campaigns with a campaign budget optimization, or CBO in short. So this is probably something that you might have heard from other internet marketers, or when you're creating your Facebook advertisements for the first time, you would have definitely come across this campaign budget optimization. Now, the rule of thumb is that when you're just starting out, especially on a low budget like $5 to $10 a day, you probably don't even need to use this at all. So most of the time, you would have turned this off. But with that said, when do you start using campaign budget optimization, or CBO in short? When do we start actually doing that? Okay. Now, first of all, you need to understand what CBO actually does. So to put it very simply, campaign budget optimization distributes your budget across all your ad sets, and it's got a funnel to where it gets the most promising results. So for example, if you're running about 5 to 10 different ad sets right now, and what it's going to do is that you're basically trusting Facebook to distribute the daily budget across all the ad sets. All right, so let me just show you a quick example over here. All right, now this is a campaign, a conversions campaign, which is currently turned off. I'm going to turn it on afterwards so we can have a look at it. And as you can see here, that this had spent about $2,100. Okay, and historically there had been quite a number of ad sets that were run, a total of 19 of them. And this is with the CBO currently turned on. But when it started, it wasn't like that. Okay. Normally, when you start running a campaign for the very first time, you will want to put an allocated budget to each ad set. So for example, if I were to test all these 19 ad sets, I'd probably put $5 to $10 a day. All right. So let's just say for math simplicity, we're going to put $10 a day. That means 19 ad sets times 10 would have been $190 a day. All right. And we're going to run this for like a few days. And what's going to happen in a few days is that we're going to see that some ad sets will perform and the rest will not. Okay. And after running this for quite some time, I've decided that what constitutes as a good cost per lead will be anything $3 and below. All right. Anything that with a $3 per lead and below for this webinar campaign, I would consider it as good. So at this point, if I were to reactivate this campaign, I'm only going to run ad sets that have a very good cost per lead. So let's just take a look at each of them in particular. Like this one over here, it's been running for quite a while, 3 leads at $6. I'm going to probably turn this off. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. And if you want to select multiple ad sets that you want to edit, what you can do is you can make use of the checkbox here. I'm going to select anything that is above $3. Okay, anything above $3, which is about this one, and I'm going to click on edit and turn off. There we go. Bear in mind that what you're seeing here right now is a campaign that has ran for quite some time. We spent about $2,000 over here. And again, whether you're going to spend this much or not is totally up to you. Everyone's got their own preferences. But what I want to do right now, I'm using this as an example where I'm going to start running ad sets that has been proven to have a $3 per lead and below. So I'm going to select everything that's $3 and below. Okay, which is about this. Okay, all right. Okay, I'll still consider this. Okay, this is like $3.07. Okay, you know what? I might still consider this. It's only like overshot a little. That's okay. All right. And there we go. So we've got quite some ad sets that had performed $3 and below, okay? And I'm gonna put them to turn on, all right? Now, depending on how many ad sets that you're editing at a time, this might take several seconds, so we're just gonna leave it at that. And there we go, all right? So what's gonna happen now is that I'm taking all the winning ad sets right now, and I'm gonna restart this campaign again. So we have a total of, how many ads do we have here? Okay, we have about 12 selected. So if you want to see how many we have selected, you can just take a look at the top here. We have 12 ad sets that are selected. And the next question that you might ask is, how much budget should I set aside for this CBO campaign? So typically for every one ad set, I put at least $5 or $10 for that matter. It's totally up to you, but I wouldn't recommend anything below $5 US. So let's just say I'm playing on a bare minimum right now. 12 times 5 would be about, I'd say that would be $60 if I'm not mistaken. All right, let me just do a quick math here. So I'm gonna make sure that my math is not bad. Okay, $60, okay. I'll probably put anywhere from $60 to $120. So let's just say I wanna run this at $60, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart this campaign by turning this on. And I'm going to click on edit this campaign, and I'm going to change this to $60. All right, $60. Because if you put anything really like a small number, like anything below $5 per ad set, what's going to happen is that Facebook is going to struggle to distribute the budget to even the winning ad sets. All right, so this is why you don't want to put anything too low. And if you're not keen on spending even this amount as well, what you want to do is you want to reduce the number of ad sets. Okay, so with that said, I just want to say that for as many ad sets that you're running in a single campaign, I'll allocate $5 to $10 to that. So we have got 12 campaigns, 12 ad sets running right now. So I'll put at least the bare minimum $60. And if I want to run just 10 ad sets, I'll put this at $50 for that matter. Okay, so I hope this part makes sense. And as a closing note, should any beginners ever run CBO for a start? I do not recommend that, because when you're starting out, it is better to test various ad sets, that means various targeting, to see which one performs better. And after quite a while, you will probably have a few winning ad sets like what you're seeing here right now, and we'll start running CBO campaigns only at a second stage. So I hope this helps.